Hi, it's Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com, and you're just in time for another late night coffee chat. I've been doing this series on what's not boring about. So we've done what's not boring about HPE and what's not boring about Dell and VMware. Tonight we're going to do a what's not boring about IBM. You know what? I have to cut this one short. The makers of Lotus Notes. I mean, where do we start? There's Lotus Notes. There's Web. Oh, I'm just kidding. IBM is a huge company. They still have a pretty substantial hardware business, even after selling a bunch of assets off to Lenovo. They are so-so size storage company. Their storage platform has been, well, we'll let our good friend Chris Evans talk about IBM's storage situation. However, on a lot of other fronts, especially cloud, IBM has transformed itself. Let's first talk about the crown jewel of IBM's cloud initiative is SoftLayer. IBM is still an enterprise company at its core. SoftLayer has 45 infrastructure as a service based data centers across the world. And it's important to marry the concept that IBM is an enterprise company first. They've always supported things like Linux. From an enterprise perspective, they go about their relationship with Apple. From an enterprise perspective, they think about the needs of the enterprise customers. One of these needs is the ability to integrate legacy systems with newer technology. I can't overemphasize the amount of risk that a company takes when they go to implement new technologies and they have to rely upon old approaches. One of the, I think, interesting relationships is a video I did earlier about IBM and VMware partnering together. It may seem like this is low commodity or low value add when IBM takes vSphere and puts it in a SoftLayer data center. A lot of IBMers will tell you that infrastructure is boring. Infrastructure should be boring. Infrastructure shouldn't get in the way of applications and application development. SoftLayer is doing a good job of making sure that the infrastructure is invisible. If you take a solution like a vCloud Air or a vCloud and you want to implement it to be able to front end or be the back end to your cloud initiatives within your organization, which you're going to use to build true cloud native applications, then you need to reliably roll that out and just let that be back of the mind and you don't have to worry about it. This is something that SoftLayer and IBM are good at. They've done it with the more advanced cloud solutions, or I wouldn't say more advanced, but more edgy cloud solutions such as OpenStack. So when you look at BlueBox and BlueMix and the offering that IBM has to take OpenStack, put it inside one of the SoftLayer data centers, maintain it for you, they eliminate the risk. So while IBM, when you talk about IBM and eliminating risk, that may sound boring, but the technologies and processes that they're using to do so are not. Then you can even go a step further and think about one of the topics that I did earlier, which was serverless computing. IBM with BlueMix with Cloud Foundry and Web, I think it's called WebLogic. I'm not quite too sure of the name. Provides a basic platform for doing serverless computing. I think one of the numbers that I heard is that IBM is adding 20,000 cloud users a week. I don't know if that's end users. I don't think it's accounts. But their cloud business is most definitely growing by leaps and bounds. IBM is extremely active in open source. So you have a tale of two different companies. You have legacy IBM, which is burdened by their services group, their legacy services group, which is funny calling it legacy. That PwC acquisition they did some years ago transformed IBM into the services juggernaut that they are today. But yet that business is not as appealing today. and they are most definitely making up with it with their cloud initiatives as IBM shifts or pivots their business model from a services and hardware based model to this now cloud computing model. There will be pain. So just like VMware, Intel, there's going to be layoffs as IBM shifts focus onto the next great thing for IBM. So that's what's not boring about IBM. Please, in the comment section, who would you like to hear next? NetApp? What's not boring about NetApp? Or even Oracle? I'd love to hear your comments. Visit us on the web. I'm thectoadvisor.com, and on Twitter, I'm @CTOadvisor. Talk to you guys next coffee chat. Cheers.